Hello everyone, welcome back to MERN-Stack Web Application Development tutorial. So far we have set up the database, done the server side changes, and now we are ready to do the client side changes. So the UI part, we will be doing it in React. Okay, so this particular UI section will be divided into two parts. One is to do the project setup, which is nothing but kind of creating a hello world hello world application in the React, and then later we will write and modify the code in our hello world program to interact with the backend. And yeah, so user is able to perform some operation like create a user, add an exercise, edit an exercise, and also should be able to view all the exercise. Okay, so let's get started. So let's switch to the IDE. So in the IDE, so far you should be in this particular state. Okay, let's close all the files. And now what we want to do is we want to create a client folder in here where we will manage all the client related stuff. Okay, so let's do npx create app client. Okay, so what it does is, so npx is basically to create the React hello world program. Okay, and here is the folder name in which we want to create. Okay, so all right, let's switch back to the VS Code and open a new terminal. Okay, and you should be inside the root directory right now where our server project is. Okay, so just copy paste the command. It will do a hello world React application and it will be stored under client folder. Okay, so just hit this and it is going to take a while, and I'll pause the video and come back once it is done. So the downloading has completed here. It took quite some time. It took around 3 to 4 minutes, and if you're doing it for first time it might take even longer, but that's okay. And now with this thing completed and you see a message saying happy hacking, that means the project has been successfully completed. The creation of the project has successfully completed, and you can see a client folder which is created with package.json. So we have already seen the package.json in previous section. All right, so a few of the dependencies are added by default, and you might see some source app.js. These all files have been already created, so we will see them one by one in the next section. So here I wanted to discuss about this client folder. So this entire project contains our server, and in that we have created a client folder which is going to contain our front end code. Okay, so this is the standard practice that one should follow. Okay, not necessarily this is the only practice, but I would recommend following this practice, having a separate folder for all your React code, and rest of this complete project folder can be the server side code. Okay, and let's see what are the steps that are remaining. Okay, so we need to install few of the packages that are required for our application. So React Router DOM, Axios, Bootstrap, Datepicker. So these are the libraries that we will be using. For now, we will just go ahead and install them, and later when we are using it, I'll explain you the details of them. Just to give you a rough idea, so router is basically to navigate to different URL based upon what pattern is found in the URL. Okay, and next is Axios. Axios is basically used to make the network call from client to server, that is from our React application to Node.js application. And we will be using Bootstrap for CSS. Okay, and also Datepicker library for taking any dates as an input, which we have used in our model. Okay, so I'll just quickly install these dependencies. This is done. So if you're doing this for first time, like all these packages, it might take some time, but I've done this before, so I think it is happening quickly for me. Okay, So as I go on installing dependencies, you can see the package.json inside the folder is changed. Okay, I have actually run all this package or all these installs in a wrong location, and hence these things have got modified. I did not wanted to have these changes here, so I will have to remove this and do it in the client folder, right? So I hope you understand what mistake I did here. So I installed these dependencies in the root folder, which is nothing but this package.json, and our server doesn't need these dependencies. It's our React application, the front end application, that needs this dependency. So I should have run this command in the client folder. Okay. So I'll just quickly go ahead and correct this thing. So I've already fixed the package.json of server, rolled back all the changes, and now with this installation, I should see the changes being reflected in the package.json of client. Okay. All right. So this is going to take quite some time, I guess. So I'll pause the video, install all four dependencies, and get back. So the installation of all the four packages are done. It took actually a lot more time than expected. So even if you're installing for the first time, it might take some time. And I want you to just go through this four installation one by one, and make sure you do it in the client folder, which I had made a mistake earlier. Okay, so once this is done, we will just check if our React application or the client application is running properly. So for that, we will write npm start. Okay, so I'll explain what npm start does here. So go to client folder, open the package.json. So here it is already open. Okay, so npm starts translates to this start command. Okay, so this start command is actually going to internally run react script.starts. Okay, so react.scripts is something already there in the node modules, and then it is going to launch that particular file, which is in turn going to call our app.js. Okay, so app.js or the index.js is the one file that is going to be run. Okay, you can explore this on your part. Go search for React scripts on this particular Node.js dependencies that we have installed, and then you can see what start command does there and which is the file which is loaded first. It could be index.js or app.js. Just try to figure it out. It can be treated as an homework for self-learning. Okay, all right. So with that, our project is set up, and when we hit npm start, our project should start, and we should see a basic hello world kind of a program. Okay, the server is starting. All right, so as you see, the browser has automatically loaded, and our hello world kind of an application of React is published here. Okay, so you see image is here, a rotating image, and then there is some message, and then there is some text over here. Okay, so this is obviously coming from our app.js. Okay, so just to show you this thing, I'll keep it side by side, and as you can see here, if run React here, so you see if I've changed the text here and just saved the file. Okay, now I just saved it again. So if you change the file, the browser is going to reload automatically, and you are going to have a smoother development experience. So this is the site of the website or the blogs where I'm hosting all my content. Okay, so you change anything here and the data changes here. So React is really cool with that point of view. It is very user friendly, and the auto reload features and all. Okay, so yes, that's all I had with the setup, and in the next video we will go and start writing the code that is going to interact with our backend server. All right, friends, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video.